After last month's episode where we talked condiments with Frank Lucas and Andy, Frank shared some of his stories about sandwiches, some amazing and beautiful pictures he has taken over the years. And we saw me raid some fridges. We saw the difference between a family fridge and a bachelor fridge. It's kind of sad. It was really sad. Well, this month, we are going to be talking wraps, and I will let Andy get into that very heavy topic on if they're considered sandwich or not. He'll talk a little more about that. He has a very special guest that has been with What's a Sandwich since the beginning that he will introduce. So without further ado, the man that uses jelly to slide in his tight places, Mr. Andy Valde.
Oh my God. I'm speechless. Literally speechless. Wow. Thanks, Ryan. We're talking about bread, everyone. Oh, man. Well, thanks, Ryan. Thanks everyone for joining us for our 5th livecast. Yeah, I am super excited to have you all here today. Wow, you really threw me off there.
I told you what's going to.
As Ryan mentioned, today we're going to be talking about our sandwiches wraps. It's kind of a controversial subject. I think a lot of things can be considered a wrap. Thank you, babe. Yeah, and as Ryan mentioned, thanks again, Frank, for being on last time. It was really, really fun talking about condiments and raiding fridges and just having a good old time with sandwiches. But yeah, before I get started today, I just want to touch on a couple of things that we're going to be doing. So we have a really cool contest that's going to be coming up this month. We do it every year. It's our Thanksgiving leftover Thanksgiving sandwich contest, and yeah. So basically, every year we hold this contest. What we're going to be doing is, everybody has kind of Thanksgiving sandwiches or even the holiday sandwiches, things like that. Take all your good leftover stuffs and create a delicious looking sandwich. Snap a picture. Put it on the line, post it on our group, and then the really cool thing is that we're gonna allow you to recruit likes, comments, and get a bunch of votes for your sandwich photo. And then if it's the highest voted sandwich photo, you are the winner. And we have a pretty cool prize pack to give away. We're gonna give you your choice of anything off the Etsy shop, any of the What's a Sandwich gear. Then Switch Visions, Ryan's studio, is gonna have a really cool couple of things that they're gonna add to the prize pack. And then we'll have some What's a Sandwich stickers and maybe some other neat things that we're gonna throw in there from other friends that we have in the sandwich world. So super excited for that contest. So stay on the lookout for that. And we'll announce the winner for that in early December. So yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Yeah, and then the other thing really is just kind of stay on the lookout. We're going to have another live cast to end the year. That will probably be early December, where we're going to talk about, hopefully, booze pairings with sandwiches. So that'll be a fun topic. So yeah, without further ado, I'm really excited to kind of get things going here. Zac and I kind of go way back. He married my sister-in-law. He is a huge food guy. He loves making his own food. He's very into creating his own spices and sauces, and whenever we're together, we're really talking about like, hey, what's the coolest thing you made last, or hey, did you try this? And so I'm really excited to have him here today. So without further ado, I'm going to add Zac in here, and let's see, here we go. Hey, buddy.
Hello.
How's it going? How's life treating you?
I mean, not too bad. I just got a full belly and hanging out with the wife, and yeah,
Excellent.
good night now.
Excellent. So you said you had a full belly. What was on the menu tonight?
Well, I actually made shawarma, which you've been promoting. So excellent, by the way. Cecily also just ate one, and I believe she is content. But yeah, just making shawarma tonight. I don't know. I made a steak last night, so it's just something new every night.
Yeah, I've had your shawarma before, and it is like, so good. It is so good. Why don't you tell everybody? I know you have a little bit of a food background. Kind of tell us a little bit about you and kind of your background with food and sandwiches, even.
Actually, it all started when I was 10, 11 years old. My parents decided to invest in a property. They remodeled the whole thing, and I was part of it. So every day after school, I got to go to the demolition derby and tear out the new restaurant and rebuild. So they ended up opening up a kind of a panini coffee shop, per se. And I started my experience there. And for the next few years, we did that. And then they sold and got a supper club out at the country club and started making more stuff. So ever since, I don't know, middle school, junior high, going into high school, it's been nothing but an interest for me. So that's what I do. I do it every night. I actually am the one who cooks in the house. Cecily is learning.
Except for those burger patties I heard about.
Oh, yeah. She has taken that from me. I will make my burger patties. I don't know what she does or how she does it. I just let her do it. So, but yeah, I mean, since I'm 10, 11 years old, it's been happening. So
that's cool. Any fond sandwich memories that you have? Anything that was really cool that the restaurant had?
Oh, man. From paninis to the start, any type you can think of, to going to a country club where they made real tenderloins. They weren't the ones, little to mid-size. They were the full thing. Just things like that, burgers, anything you think of. Man, it was the real stuff. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, kind of going back to the whole shawarma thing. I guess is Cecily there? Maybe let's say hi to Cecily if she's in the room.
She is here.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, now you gotta come over now.
Hold on.
I guess we're making room here.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
How's it going?
Going good. So, Nikita. So, you guys had shawarma tonight.
Yes.
What? So, for the people watching right now, what is shawarma?
Well, technically, if you're going back to what it actually should be versus all the modified versions of it, I think the basic comes down to how you cook the meat. So I think it derived primarily from lamb, but what they would do is, I don't know if they pronounce it spit or what, but it's that rotisserie unit that's vertical versus horizontal, and they'll just put a huge hunk of meat on there and cook it slowly. And as it cooks, they're shaving it off, and it's basically street food. So you come up and they'll get a big thick pita, throw some tzatziki sauce, some veggies, whatever you can think of. I mean, it's like I said, it's been modified, but the base is back to the actual seasoned rotisserie meat on there.
I think that's what sets it apart the most.
Yeah.
And then, of course, like the freshness of, there's specifically like the veggies is a tomato cucumber mix. And then the sauce that we made tonight It had Greek yogurt, tons of garlic.
Which is the tzatziki
tzatziki sauce,
modified by me.
and fresh lemon juice, and then you also can I don't know, put the, you want to get the sauce that we put on?
Yeah.
It's based off, I think it's Middle Eastern. That's what shawarma is actually from. I had no idea what it was. Zach just came home one night and was like, hey, I want to use this sauce and make shawarma. And I was like, okay, what the heck is that? So we found this Mina. It's Mina. I don't know how to pronounce that.
Mina, yeah, I don't know.
Harissa, sauce.
It's a Moroccan. I don't know if it's technically Mediterranean, but it sure flows with that.
So that's what sets shawarma apart, essentially, is the cooking of the meat and the different spices, cumin. What else did you put in?
I mean, there's cinnamon, there's cumin, there's
coriander, whatever. Coriander.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different spices that would obviously be more Mediterranean.
So I guess the real poking question here for me is it a sandwich?
I mean, this is what's a sandwich. So
right? Is it okay? Let's take it a step back. Would you consider it a wrap?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I would consider it a wrap as well. The only thing that is kind of tough for me is a wrap considered a sandwich? So I don't know. I mean,
one can argue, yes.
Right?
Well, can a pita or a, I don't know, burrito tortilla be considered bread? I would think so.
Yeah, I'm gonna add Ryan in here, who is eating a giant burrito.
I got 2 tacos too, and I already ate one because you were taking forever, and I was hungry.
That's fine.
I felt grounded. I felt like I was like in the corner.
We're just leaving Ryan in the back of the room here. So we're talking about, okay. So we're wondering, I guess, is shawarma a wrap? So I think we're considering it a wrap. A burrito we would consider a wrap, right?
Yeah, I definitely would.
But are wraps sandwiches? I think that's the thing here, right?
I consider it a sandwich because like you're putting the same stuff in it. It's just the difference is the outer layer and how it's prepped. Not prepped, how it's finished off. So I mean, you finish it off with bread, and it's a sandwich for sure. But you finish this off with a tortilla, but you know it's one. Actually, with burritos, a lot of times it's 2. And so maybe it is.
See, like, this is my aunt. Hi, Aunt Nancy. If a wrap was considered a sandwich, it would be listed under sandwiches, not wraps. Like, think of the restaurant menus, right? I mean, is this like an industry knowledge type thing too?
Well, someone that worked in bars and restaurants for 8+ years. Yeah, I've never even noticed that on the menu, and yeah, we had different sections, but I never really put 2 and 2 together. I still call it a sandwich.
I guess, I don't know. It's like you're taking bread, right? I mean, pita is flat, or pita wrap or burrito tortilla is flat. Put something on it, and then for convenience, you wrap it up, and then you eat it. So like, starts out as an open face sandwich. Then you wrap it up for the convenience factor, so you could hold it.
And then there's also lettuce wraps for those health nuts.
Oh.
Yep, like the Jimmy John's unwich. Which
the unwich, because unwich, but it's a sandwich, but it's unsandwich.
I don't know. I mean, is it? Well, they call it an unwich, right?
I think that's just their own little clever thing to set theirs apart.
Yeah. I don't know. What do you think, Zach?
I still think it's open to debate. I mean, to me, a wrap or a pita is similar enough to a bread type. So I think there's an argument.
Yep, there's definitely an argument there.
Yeah, somebody, let's see. I just saw an interesting comment in here. I'm not sure who this is. It's just showing up as Facebook user. Sandwich, an item of food consisting of 2 pieces of bread with meat, cheese, or other filling between them, eaten as a light meal. So it is a light meal.
Dude, I always want to take a nap. There's no lightness on meat sandwiches in my life.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess if you think about a sandwich in general, though, is it that like the idea of like, oh, it's a meal that on the go, right? So, I mean, you can literally just hold it and eat it. You could be anywhere. You don't need a fork or a knife. Well, I mean, some sandwiches you do need a fork and knife, but in most cases you don't, right? So maybe there's like from a far stretch, it potentially could be a sandwich. Let's see.
Have we ever Wikipedia'd sandwichness?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
our
first. Oh, like what makes up a sandwich?
Like what the definition is on Wikipedia. Have we ever looked that up?
You want to look that up real quick, babe?
Or like a wrap on that? Because like we're talking wrap. So
there's like a 30-second delay, and I just asked her to do something. She has no idea what we're talking about. Yeah, let me look. I'll Wikipedia it. Or she's got it. She's on it. In the meantime, I see something interesting here too. Apples and oranges, wrap sandwiches, many shawarmas use pita bread stuffed. Also may use lavish bread wrapped. So I guess Jeremiah, I hope you're still hanging out in here with us, but in your mind, is it are you saying that shawarma is a sandwich? Or are you saying that's a wrap?
There is a good point there because depending on the thickness of the pita, you can actually cut into it to where it folds open into a pocket, and then you stuff it with everything.
Oh, yes.
Thing, which you can put anything. But hey, you got one pita, you got 2 sides.
I mean, I've always considered like pitas, like the one you're like anything with pita is separate than a wrap or a sandwich. Like it's its own subcategory. Like if there's a sandwiches, then you birth it off of it. There'd be like wraps, and then pitas would be another sub thing. That's how I've always looked at it.
Who's that from though? Is that a question from somebody? Oh, Brittany wants to know how thick is a pita?
Do you need jelly to slide in?
How thick? Of course. Brings it back. Ryan's looking for jelly to slide in. How thick is a pita supposed to be? I think it could be any thickness.
Yeah, right? I think most of them are just eyeballing, like 1/4 inch thick ish. So
yeah, about 1/4 inch to inch. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if those came around because someone accidentally made it too thick and was like, well, shit, let's just cut it open and put it in and stuff.
Yep.
Okay, we have the definition of a wrap here. Okay. A wrap is a food dish made with a soft, flat bread rolled around a filling. So
soft, flat bread.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Flat
I mean,
bread.
like pitas and like tortillas are like kind of made it the same way. At least white boy tortillas.
Mm-hmm.
I just heard bread in there, and that sold it for me. So,
I just saw Jeremiah got back to us here. Pitas are Sammy's. Lavish is a wrap. Yeah, people are asking what about lettuce wraps. I don't know. I can't get behind the lettuce part because it's not bread.
What if you look at it this way? You have like your bread, but you got like, so in the health nut side of things, you have bread, which is very high carb loaded. And then you go down to wraps with either like corn or wheat tortillas. And then we'll also put what's it called, pitas on that level too, because it's slightly less carbs. And you go there, and then we go down again to lettuce wraps and like the low carb spinach wraps and stuff like that. So to me, it's just like these are people who want to be in the sandwich world, but they just, you know, they like not having a beer gut.
What are you saying?
Hey, I'm right there with you, man. I just wanted a burrito tonight.
Okay, someone has something interesting here. Look up the history of a sandwich. It is back in the day when coal mine workers are some sort of workers, or some sort of workers back in the day wanted to take their meal with them on the go. I could be wrong, but I'm not sure. Yeah.
Hey, Cleo! That's my coworker.
Okay. Yeah, no, it makes sense. Like,
No
so carbs
don't
are
equal sandwich.
I don't know. It's like that's the confusing thing. Like, I don't know. Okay, so when you're explaining all that before, Ryan, I started thinking about like gyros or euros, whatever.
Yeah.
So I've always called it Euro sandwich. I've always called it that. And I don't know why, but I just have like it, but it's the same idea, right? It's flat. You put it in there, you make, I mean, in most cases it's a U shape, but does the U shape versus the full on wrap, let me ask you guys this, does that change it for you? Like, we had the talk about the hot dog being a sandwich, which there's people that are like, hell no, that's not a sandwich. But I mean, legally in New York, or I know for sure in New York, it is a sandwich because they're taxed that way at the restaurants because it is considered a sandwich. So, I mean, someone's determined that. But what do you guys think? I mean, another one's falafel. I mean,
oh, I love falafels.
Same thing.
I mean, that's just like the pita thing stuffed. And then, quick side note, the Euro thing, you can also call them Greek tacos.
Okay.
But the falafel is, I don't know, the falafel is like mostly stuffed with hummus. And I don't know, I just end up sleeping after I eat one. And then I got another taco here. So is the taco a sandwich?
That's it. Another controversy. Like, I've, really digging into this whole sandwich thing. I've seen people kind of get touchy about the tacos being sandwiches. But in essence, a taco is kind of like the Euro sandwich concept that I was talking about. So it's like,
so it's a Mexican Euro.
Yeah, I mean, sorry. Ingredients in what? Hello? Ingredients in what? Okay. I'm not sure. Anyway, but yeah, I don't know. And then there was another, now that's the stretch factor there.
That's the cheese factor, man. And like that tomato was like clinging on. That was like that was like a dingleberry on my taco.
So I mean, Zach, I know you're a big like Tex-Mex guy and just like Mexican food in general. What say you about these ideas about tacos? And I mean, not to say the Crunchwrap Supreme is a authentic Mexican food, but would that be considered a sandwich? Or I mean, to me, that's like in the pocket category.
Well, you got a pocket, but I mean, what do you put on a burger? Beef, cheese, lettuce, tomato? Sounds like a taco to me, but
yeah.
I mean, you got your bread substance and everything else. It's the same stuff. You're just eating it a little different seasoning. But you got your, Santa Fe and other types of burgers as well. So maybe they're trying to be a taco. Who knows?
They were trying to be a taco, but they kept the buns.
That's right.
Ryan's thinking.
Ryan's also getting full.
Oh.
Oh, I'm finishing this.
How far are you on the burrito?
Let's see. Let's compare it to my face.
Okay, you're halfway through your head.
I'm halfway through, and I've eaten 2 tacos.
Man, so where'd you get those from?
This is from Carlos's River Cafe right by my house. It's their first. I think they have 3 locations now, and the first one was over by where I live. And I remember back when I was a kid, this place would be like wasn't like run down or anything, but it was just like your basic taco joint. And over the years, they have like really decked this place out, and it's a beautiful one. They've expanded. They now have 3 different locations, and then you get to watch them make all the food right there. So it's not like it goes behind the kitchen or anything. No, it's all right there in front. It's really cool.
Trustworthy.
And and then and then their food is just so good. And then they even make burgers and stuff there, but they specialize in the Mexican food. But like all right, the kid wants a cheeseburger. Okay, here's a kid cheeseburger.
Cool.
It is delicious. But did everyone see my new hoodie?
Yeah, check out Ryan and Jamar. It's what's Jamar's last name again? I'm sorry.
Slack.
Jamar Slack. They illustrated that hoodie, which is up on our Etsy shop. If you guys want to check that out, here's the link to that. Yeah, it turned out pretty cool. We just put that out there this week. So I guess going back to the shawarma, because that was kind of the big topic there. Go a little bit more into the ingredients that you put into your shawarma that you made tonight, Zach. You said you made it like a variation of the sauce, or?
Well, again, I modified it. If you look up online, you can actually use different meat substitutes. A real one's chicken, so that's what I used. I'm going to show them this one.
You can cross.
Oh yeah, put you front and center.
Yeah, I made a model one here, but basically, I just took again, this is modified, but I take a burrito shell, kind of like what Ryan's eating, and then as you can see here, it's just a simple little gold burrito. Thank you. I'm gonna do a little cross section here, but basically the inside is a garlic tzatziki sauce. There is cucumber, tomato, this Mina harissa sauce that I showed you guys, which I'll show you again here. What else? The chicken is the base, but when I actually make the chicken, I make it, shred it. There's onion in it, and then there's just a whole bunch of spice to bring out that Mediterranean flavor. So that includes like cinnamon, cumin, ground coriander, salt and pepper, all these different spices. And then to give it some juice, I add some olive oil. But this looks kind of greasy and sloppy, but that's just a little cross
goodness
of how this looks.
Oh my God.
Simple, diced up tomatoes, cucumbers, your harissa sauce there, and then this is homemade tzatziki. You can actually get this in a lot of spots. There's pita pits all around this area. You can actually get the sauce along with the gyro meat, but the chicken base is this whole entire mixture here, which I just talked about, but it's got onion, chicken, and all those spices with oil involved. And then I basically put that all together in a wrap, and then I toast the wrap. And
wow,
it is awesome.
Wow.
But again, it's more modified than, traditional. And I actually learned this from the first place I had shawarma. I was downtown Chicago at work, and my coworker said, "Hey, there's a shawarma joint over here," and I said, "I thought that was just a thing." Like I never even knew what it was. So we went and got it, and it's very similar to the one I make, but I mean, it's like street food. It comes with French fries or whatever you want, and oh man, it hits the spot.
Yeah. So in your mind, that would be kind of the best place to get some shawarma in Chicago, in the downtown area at least.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of the place. It was like it was a hole in the wall, But we went down there, and apparently this is glorified street food as well. So I'm actually surprised to find more of this. Like when we were in New York, we had similar stuff. But,
there's another place in Schaumburg, because the first time I had shawarma, I had it, and then they make falafels, shawarma, and like falafels and everything. It's over in I think it's called the Pita House. It's right down Roselle Road in Schaumburg.
Yeah,
I went there once, and oh my god, it was so good. And I'm like, I want to try shawarma, and my coworker's like, all right, let's go. So she took me down there, and I'm like, what is shawarma? She goes, you want to eat shawarma, and you don't know what this is. I was like, yeah. And she goes, all right. So we got this shawarma, and I'm just sitting there. I was like crying, like sitting there, like just like eating this thing. And I went back to work, and I had clients. I was booked all day, and I was like, I'm too full to cut hair. Like, no. And I kind of had a little mini, and it was delicious.
So I've never been to a restaurant I've never been to a shawarma like a place that's serving it, at least not that I know of. But is there a good beverage to have with it? Like, you go to McDonald's, you get a crisp Sprite, like you get some shawarma. What goes with it?
Well, for me, I'd have a crisp Sprite, but for Cecily, she'd probably have some milk with it because she can't handle the heat. As far as the way, but
yeah, I can't do the heat either, so I'd be drinking milk. But when you've made a shawarma, it's never been spicy. But maybe that's because you knew that already.
Well, I mean, after everyone ate that huge thing, I specifically remember you coming up to me. Yeah, you got to make me another one, dude.
Yeah, I had 2 of those giant things.
You did, and you ate it too. I was shocked.
Oh man, so good. I noticed, Britt, you've been doing polls and stuff. How's that been going? Has there been anything interesting that has popped up here? Huh? Has there been anything interesting in the polls that you've been running?
For the record, I have these little guys in. Oh, you can't see, so I can't hear. Yes, no, we've been doing some different polls. I haven't gotten all of them up there yet.
Oh, okay.
I have some fun trivia.
Okay. Well, trigger the trivia.
Okay.
How many of you would attempt to make shawarma? Where are we standing with that? It sounds like everyone wants to make shawarma now. So, well done. 100%.
It's scary at first, but
it sounds more scary.
Once you do it, it's like, okay, this is going to be like a bi-weekly thing. So
yeah,
it's great.
Well, I remember when we were in New York too. Like, I remember we wanted to go. What was it, halal or halal? Is it Halal Guys? I can't remember the name of the.
I can't either.
It was street food, but like super popular food truck. And I remember when we were waiting in line, I was like a little nervous to try it for the first time because I'm like, what is this? What if this is just like god awful, and then like I have to make us go get like a slice of pizza or something afterwards? But
yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Oh man, it was so good. It's like you get like that refreshing bite of the marinated vegetables, and then you get the richness of like really well seasoned, like good, well cooked meat, juicy meat. It's a really nice combo.
When I don't know if that one was actually sandwich-fied from what I remember.
Yeah, I'd have to go back and look at my
Yeah,
pictures.
It had a lot of similar qualities to the shawarma I make. So I mean, it was good.
Yeah, super good, super good. I know I've had good falafel too, but I think I like shawarma the best.
Shawarma.
Shawarma.
I
Oh,
wonder if we can make a shawarma blow some bubbles.
I mean, anything could blow bubbles, right? I guess so. I've got two other things here on the list of like questionable wrap type sandwiches.
Hit me.
And one of these questions that Brittany just asked was, so, I mean, shawarma's eaten like you have to hold it like a wrap, right? It's like kind of an open-ended type thing. It's almost like a wrap that's been cut, right? But I guess she's asking, oh, do you have to eat it with like a fork or? Yeah, no, I mean, from what I remember when we got it too, like you're truly just like you're holding it and you're just taking massive giant bites out of it. So I guess to answer that question, right? I mean,
Yep.
it's a handheld sandwich or wrap sandwich. I don't know. Anyway, going back to this list here, there's two things here. One I had was this is a weird one. Crepes. Would a crepe fall into a wrap category? Like, because truly you are kind of rolling it up like a burrito.
Ryan.
So, I mean, if we're calling wrap sandwiches, I guess what I'm saying is if we're calling a wrap a sandwich, you're starting to call other things wraps and sandwiches too.
Well, is a crepe is like I first off I got a question about a crepe and this will help me answer it. Is a crepe a breakfast? Is it just a snack? Is it an appetizer? And what time of the day are you supposed to eat that damn thing?
Any time of the day. It could be.
It's like France, a pizza bagel.
Yeah, it actually. Yeah, you are right. It is like a pizza bagel, except you can put a lot of different things inside of it. But when we were on our honeymoon in France, they had any kind of crepe that you could imagine. I had one that had like cheese, like it was like goat cheese and spinach, and like it was a really savory crepe that was really good. But then Brittany had like a really nice like breakfasty crepe with like chocolate in there and like it could be a dessert too. So I mean,
yeah, that's the first thing I think of when I think of crepe. I think of something sweet, but that's been my experience. However, you just said something completely different that is not sweet.
Every time I eat a crepe, it's usually something sweet and it's usually more pastry like. Mm-hmm. So I mean, it could be like, you know, like the sandwich in the pastry world.
Ice cream sandwich.
It's like the representative, like it represents the sandwiches over from the pastry side of the world.
It's representing the pastries.
Yeah, it's kind of like the ambassador of cake.
It's the what is that? The UN of sandwiches. You've got the crepe representing.
Like, well, it's like representative of like that whole food realm.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. So then, I mean, speaking of different countries and wraps involved with that, and then I started thinking about like spring rolls and egg rolls. I mean, again, it's wrapped, deep fried wrapped.
Well, there's also the like. Well, I don't know. I don't know about the egg roll thing. I'm kind of like on the fence with those guys, but that's like the chimichanga. Because it goes like you got like your evolution of you got your little tiny taco, and then you go to your like bigger burrito, but then you go to chimichanga, which like they deep fry the fucking thing. And then they take that out, and then but you almost have to eat that with a fork. But it becomes more of like a condensed entree than it does a wrap.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, James. Nice profile picture.
I know, it's like
I love it.
you're killing it on the sandwich pick, man.
I mean, I'm like, wait, are you like deep throating a hot dog there in that picture?
No.
I don't know what's going on.
Are you kidding me? That's a burger.
It looks
Oh,
really
man.
tiny on my screen.
Oh, all right. Well, I can clearly tell that's a burger. It looks delicious. God, Ryan. Oh man. Again, you've left me speechless.
Do that a few times a day.
You said
All
something
right.
about jelly.
No,
Earlier?
no more jelly. I'm not eating jelly again, except for that bacon jam that we got for our charcuterie board we had not too long ago.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, you had some of that.
Yep.
That was some good stuff right there. What about pinwheels?
No.
It's a wrap. You just you chopped it up, and you got all these little sandwiches? Question mark.
I mean, no, yeah, I'll go with it because if we're gonna consider a wrap a sandwich, yes, because it's just a wrap, like cut up very neatly. Because that's like a slider is like a mini sandwich. My vote, yes.
Yes.
Well, I mean, those pinwheels are what for grabbing. It's kind of like those Jimmy John's towers they make. They cut all sandwiches.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Like a finger sandwich, but it's a wrap finger sandwich.
Mm.
I mean, we are twisting words a little bit, but you know.
Yes.
I mean, there's also what are those things called? Like, I mean, it's technically a wrap, but where they take the pickle, the cream cheese, and then they put like prosciutto or ham, and they roll that thing up.
Oh,
Is that, dude? I get so
Yeah.
good. But
I don't know.
I wouldn't consider that a wrap. I mean, a wrap or a thing, but it's just the way it's made. It is sandwich-like, layers on layers.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
all I know is when I see those at a party, it's a party.
Oh yeah. No party is complete without pinwheels.
Oh yeah.
At least any family party or funeral for that matter. I feel like every funeral I've been to has had pinwheels at it.
Or birthday.
Yep.
Birthday, baby shower, death day.
James has got it right here. Pinwheels equals sandwich,
Folded
which is folded sandwich, which is a rolled sandwich. So wraps are rolled sandwiches. Is that what we're? I mean, I think that's very well stated. A rolled sandwich. Oh, from who? I didn't see that come through here, but someone asked if sushi would be considered like a Japanese rolled sandwich.
What is rice considered if you're substituting?
If it has like what's it called, a outer thing of
Seaweed.
what is it? Seaweed. That's it. Then I
Yeah.
would like those. I would consider legitimate, like spring, like the what are those things called? California rolls. Those I would consider like, candy corn sandwiches. That's not candy corn. Like little like just pop them in your mouth and call it a day. It's like the Oompa Loompas of the sandwich world. Like they're really tiny.
The sushi we get that volcano, or no, what do we get?
Yeah, it's volcano.
Volcano roll where they actually deep fry it. Well, now you're adding a batter technically to it.
Right. Is that like an encased, and then that jumps back to egg rolls? Like, is that another, like, I don't know.
Ryan is conflicted.
I don't think I'd put sushi on the sandwich spectrum because I feel like they're just their own thing. Like they don't even want anything to do with us.
Sushi is sushi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
But
down with
seeing the same instant, I mean, we're not chopping it up, but I would say like an unwich from Jimmy John's is in the sushi realm. It's wrapped in a leaf.
Seaweed.
I mean, it might as well be seaweed.
No, that's landweed.
Are we okay? So are we saying, just like they say, fish isn't meat if you're Catholic like I am?
What's that called, a
Lent,
pescatarian?
everyone. Huh?
I think that's called a pescatarian.
Oh, I don't know. I'm Roman
Like
Catholic.
they won't eat any. If just in general, someone that doesn't eat meat, but they'll eat fish. It's called a pescatarian.
Oh,
Okay.
I didn't know that.
Well, needless to say, is that what you're saying? Are you saying that if it comes from the sea, it's not considered sandwich?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying the sushi realm. Like, like that style of cooking and everything. I wouldn't put that in the sandwich realm. They don't even want anything to do with us. It's not even that it's fish. It's just that way of cooking I don't really think fits into sandwich world. And I don't even think they want anything to do with us.
Okay, hold on. I saw something interesting here from James again. Those prosciutto things are a gray area because the vessel, which I think we talked about that with Jordan one time, the vessel / platform is dominant over the filling. Sushi rolls are sandwiches, but wait, sushi rolls are sandwiches, but not sushi nigiri. Yeah, yes, I know what you're talking about. I just can't describe it very well. But yes, and I
think we need a sushi episode then.
Oh, I'm down for that, and I will eat sushi the entire time.
Oh yeah, I mean, dude, even Jewel sushi isn't bad.
It is. It's actually
really good.
Yeah. Zach, do you like sushi?
Oh, I love sushi.
I don't know why I haven't had sushi with you before. We've never gone.
Actually, it was more of a recent acquired taste. Past couple of years.
Oh man, it's so good. So
I do
good.
like it now.
We have one more from James here. I will argue that egg rolls are pies because the vessel and filling are cooked together.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
So now we haven't posted it yet, but there's a sandwich review from Ryan from the dollar store. Where he buys an empanada.
Oh, and the lobster egg roll.
And a lobster egg roll.
Whoa.
And he tries it. It will be coming soon. But anyway, what I was going to ask was, is that challenging that? If that's is that considered a I mean, I wouldn't call it a pastry because it's like a Pop-Tart's that's a pastry. Okay.
I pretty much ate a Pop-Tart lobster egg roll. Like it was, oh God. But no, the reason I got these things is I wasn't sure.
He texted me and he was like, I think I'm going to have to get a penicillin shot. That's all he texted me. And then he sent the videos and Brittany and I watched it. We're like, I can't figure out why you said that. And then for some reason they all didn't come through. And then when they did, I'm like, oh my God. He went to the dollar store.
No.
Brittany didn't even know they had.
I'm gonna have PTSD from that.
But I don't know. It's yeah. I mean, would you consider that?
Well, that was why I did it because I don't know whether to consider the egg rolls a sandwich. But then I also got the empanada because I wasn't sure if they're considered. But they kind of fall in the same realm as our shawarma things, like a pita pocket. So I wasn't sure, so I got those. Then I wanted the caption to be more of a discussion about that. But then, I've come to the conclusion that anything you get at a dollar store is not a sandwich.
Even if it is a sub.
Dude, they had chili cheese dogs you could buy in a wrapper there, and you can heat them up.
Ooh. Okay.
You know what? I'm just going to take one for the team.
I might do it. Yeah. You might have to do an episode there.
I think we need to.
Okay. Yes, I think we should. Okay. Brittany says we are getting close on time, and so she had some questions. This was a question and answer, or was this a poll? Okay, a poll. So she asked everyone here, in 2012, what movie had had a shawarma joke that caused a notable increase in sales, right? And everyone got it right? Which the answer is, I saw 100%. I wasn't quite sure. It is the Avengers. So,
What's the joke? Ask if they know.
yeah. Do you guys know what the joke was?
Yes, I do.
Okay, let's hear it.
So the whole thing is like the Hulk catches Iron Man, he's falling out of the sky from the black hole, blah, 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 hits the ground. Hulk screams at him, wakes him up, and he's like, oh, hey guys, you guys want to go get shawarma? I saw that place over on like 9th or something like that. And then at the end of the show, at the end of the movie, at the post-credit scene, is all the Avengers sitting around a table eating shawarma. And that's what both those gifts were that I sent you, Andy.
I don't know why I don't remember that.
That's the whole reason I went and got shawarma, was because I saw that.
You were inspired from the Avengers.
I was part of that noticeable increase.
You were one of the numbers.
That was the first time I ever heard the word shawarma, but then it got brought up again a few years later. That's when I first tried it.
Yeah.
So you kind of heard it for the first time from Avengers too.
Yeah, I just didn't know what it was.
I know, that's exactly why I wanted to eat it. I'm like, this is a funny word. I want to go eat it.
I think I love you, Ryan. Okay. Speaking of shawarma, we're still on the shawarma topic here. Okay. Another question that went out was shawarma. Is true or false? Shawarma is one of the healthiest foods across many cuisines. Let's see. What was the result on that? Well, the answer is true, but I don't know how many got it right or wrong. It looks like 86%. Well, that's attempt to make shawarma. But anyway, congrats if you got it right. It was true.
It's 50-50.
Oh, split down the middle. 50-50. So you're still, well, you're not failing. It's a D, right? Or is that an F? Is 50% an F? Oh, darn. Sorry. Was there any other ones that we did? Okay, no. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, so I guess to kind of wrap things up here.
Unintended.
Oh, nice one, Leslie. No pun intended. I guess, Ryan, is a wrap a sandwich? Where do we stand? Where do you stand?
I'm going to stay with, I think my definition is yes, but the wrap has to be like a separate thing. It can't be cooked together like the egg roll is, like a pastry style like that. James was saying, I think he had the strongest point on it, is that a wrap is a sandwich, but if the wrap and everything is cooked together, it's no longer a sandwich. So yes, wraps are sandwiches.
Zach, what say you?
I think I agree with Ryan. But the model section cut I showed you guys got devoured by my wife while we were talking.
Wait, bring it back. I have to full screen it. It was cut off.
Full screen. Yes, this plate I showed you, it is now. I think I agree with Ryan, and I think wraps and shawarma are fantastic. And apparently my wife agrees.
Shawarma is a great sandwich.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm still on the fence. I think we need to dig into the like the pastry thing and the like deep fried thing a little bit more. But I would throw the shawarma, even falafel, in with the pinwheels and the wraps and everything. Like I would consider those sandwiches for sure. But then when it comes to like where I was asking crazy questions like crepes and egg rolls, that's where I'm like a little like, I don't know. Because someone even commented in here, Debbie, she was saying that they can be other things. They could have fish in them. They could have in crepes. So it just kind of makes me wonder, is that maybe a very far fragment of a sandwich? Maybe, I don't know. I think we need to get like some kind of scientist or like historian on or something to kind of unravel it. No pun intended. But either way, I think this was an awesome episode. I think we've kind of landed generally that wraps our sandwiches. Would you guys agree?
Yeah.
In Ryan's parameters, yes.
It's a very political answer. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, because like a burrito could be like a sandwich, but then once you deep fry it, it becomes chimichanga. It's more like a pastry.
Yeah.
Because it all becomes one solid.
Okay.
All right.
Fair enough.
Wraps a sandwich, everybody.
Well, with that, it's a wrap on this episode.
Oh,
The puns.
That's a dad joke right there.
The puns. Oh, the dad joke. Well, again, thank you everybody that jumped on today. I noticed there was quite a few of you, and thank you so much for commenting in here and being a part of this. It really helps us understand what a sandwich is. Wow, I am having trouble with words today, guys. So like I mentioned earlier, stay on the lookout for our sandwich contest that's going to be coming up here in November. And as always, check out our Etsy shop and our links. We have a group, we have a YouTube, we have Instagram. We are all over the place. Check out the cool sandwich gear. Ryan's sporting the hoodie. Zach's got our Balky shirt on, inspired by his balking that he does, which he is so good. Oh, he's so good at it. And I love it. And
Deep fry your ass.
Yeah, everybody. Oh man, you've got good one-liners today, Ryan. Yeah. So everybody stay sane with the election. I hope this kind of lightened the mood for everyone. And stay safe, stay healthy, eat more sandwiches, and join us in December. We'll see you soon. Take care.